Hi everyone, welcome back to Swing Force. Here's a video analysis of Jordan Spieth and his release. If we look at his setup, he has a very weak grip, so his impact will look more exaggerated than someone who has a more neutral or stronger grip, but the movements are still the same, and the point of this video is to show you that if you have a neutral or weaker grip and are not able to make these movements at impact, then you're better off having a stronger grip so you can stabilize your release. So as we go to a frame pre-impact, we can see Jordan's trail arm is supinated or facing up. His back wrist is in extension, as we can see his palm facing towards the camera, while the lead wrist is in a lot of flexion or bowing, which is crucial for someone with a weak grip to square the club face. Then as we move closer to impact, we can see the lead wrist and forearm is supinating prior to contact as he rotates his body through. We can see the forearm and wrist has supinated as his glove and lower forearm are starting to face more towards the target. The last frame here, just before impact, we can see the club face is facing at the target and the forearm is supinated more. It is not a whole arm movement because he is still able to keep his elbow pointing at the target. If this was an upper arm move, we would see his elbow pointing back behind him, which would externally rotate his shoulder. Keeping the lead arm in internal rotation is another key part to a stable release, and keeping the elbow facing the target is a good way of holding that. Again, at impact, we can see the wrist in a very bowed position. The wrist needs to be more flexed or bowed if you have a weaker grip, which is a hard move for some people to make. Another important part of squaring the club face is ulnar deviation. This is the movement of the thumb pointing down towards the ground more. We can see this from the behind view here, just looking at setup and then impact, that the wrist has more of an angle at setup. Then at impact we can see the wrist and the arm are more in a straight line. This is ulnar deviation. Then as we go past impact, we can see the club face can slope open just fractionally after contact, giving you an idea on how low his rate of closure is, which is why he's so consistent, as he still hasn't released the club face yet. And now we can see the club face is starting to release as his lead arm is abducting away from his body as he keeps his arm slightly bent, which gives him that chicken wing look. Having more of a chicken wing look to the follow through just means you're able to hold the club face more towards the target for longer without releasing the club. So if you're lacking these movements with the arms and hands, it's better to have a more stronger grip with the same concept. I will have a video on the stronger grip shortly. Please subscribe and follow. Check out my website www.swingforce.co.uk.